You are listening to LOA Recon with the Good Vibe Coach Jeanette Ma, where we dissect the ins and outs and the art and science of conscious creation, all intended to amp up your manifesting game. Let's have some fun together. So sometimes it seems like things are going to hell in a handbasket. This is for those times. Let me start out by sharing a story. In fact, I love a good story, which is one of the reasons I loved the movie 16 Blocks with Bruce Willis so much. Oh my gosh, I love that story. I love that story so much that I went to go see it twice. I saw it once by myself, and then I went again with my boyfriend and his son, who's like, I don't know, probably 20 or so. So I went to go see this movie the second time with these two guys who hadn't seen it before. And spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it, but seriously, it's been long enough. If you're going to see it, you would have. There's a scene when Bruce Willis ends up in the bar with his, with the kid that got arrested, played by Mos Def. They're in the bar, and it looks bad. It looks bad. Look, this is pretty early in the movie, but already we've fallen in love with this prisoner. Like, we're rooting for him already. Not too sure about Bruce Willis at this point, but oh my gosh, we want that kid. We want things to work out for him. And he's in this bar scene with Bruce Willis after they've already been shot at. And the other police catch up with him, and it is not looking good for our kid. He looks like it's going down bad, and nothing he can do about it. And then Bruce Willis, he pulls his move. He plays his card. He shows whose side he's on. And it was I just love that scene. And this scene is unfolding. Like, I knew it was coming, and I was so excited. Like, this is probably the best part of the movie. And I just was wearing this huge smile where it looked like things are really, really bad. And I look over at my boyfriend and his son, and those two are wearing horrified looks on their faces. Like, they're distraught. They're really upset. And when I look over, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're not enjoying this. How could they not be enjoying this? And then I realize, oh, they don't know how it ends. I know how it ends. They don't have any clue. So, yeah, I probably was pretty horrified too at that moment, if I remember back. But you guys, it's the same way with what we're experiencing right now, right? You might not be able to see your happy ending either. And so things look pretty horrifying maybe in life right now, but that doesn't mean that your happy ending isn't there. It's already written in. All you have to do is keep moving through the scenes, and you'll get there. And I say that as someone who has experienced that challenge to ride through those scenes where all that contrast, where all the bad stuff that you don't like seems to be happening, and you wonder, oh my gosh, is this what it's going to be? It's temporary, you guys. It really does get better. And you know that too, because you've ridden through those scenes before yourself already. This isn't your first rodeo. So here's what to do at times like that when we're knee-deep in contrast and life just seems to really be sucking. And that is not much. Don't even try to make yourself feel that much better. This is the time for contrast, and it's okay. Contrast is part of the system. It's an essential step, right? It's the first step of expansion. Our goal isn't to wish away the stuff we don't want forever. That's not what we came here for. That's not how it works. If we're not experiencing contrast, that means we're dead. So it isn't that we never want this stuff to happen again. It's just learning to ride it out, right? So when you're feeling bad, I don't think it helps. Conscious creators do this sometimes. We just make it worse by worrying about the bad thoughts and the bad vibrations that we're flowing, right? That it's going to come back to bite us. We don't need to make it any heavier than it already is. All we got to do is ride it out, because better days are coming, and probably sooner than you think. And sometimes all we really want is for someone to tell us that it's going to be okay. So I'm telling you that today. Everything is going to be okay. Even though it doesn't look like there's any reason to believe it. I hate to spoil the ending for you, but guess what? Things are going to be okay. How does that John Lennon quote go? Everything will be okay in the end, and if it's not okay, it's not the end. I love that reminder. You know, Abraham has a tip for times like this. Well, I don't know about major contrast, but they have this tip. And you know what? If you're experiencing really bad stuff right now, this is probably not what you want to hear or practice. So don't dwell on it, and please don't hold it against me. But eventually, you'll be looking at things from a perspective where you're going to be able to practice this tip from Abraham. And that is that when it looks like something's going wrong or you don't like it, look for the value in it. Look for how it might be serving you. Because if you believe that everything is always working out for you, which you can decide that it is just by choosing so. Actually, I'm not sure we even have the power to opt out of that. I'm not sure you can decide that it isn't. But if you can decide, for sure, pick that it is, right? If everything is always working out for you, then it's happening right now, right? This is something that's happening for you, not to you. And we get whatever we look for, right? So if you can look for how this is serving you, sometimes just even asking the question does a really good vibrational trick. But if you can answer it, that's even better. What I guess I really want to say is that it really is going to be okay. Thanks for listening, and here's to better days. Happy manifesting, everyone.